Okay, we're gonna go through a lower body stretching and cool down routine. So we'll be doing laying and sitting for all of this. You just need a mat or some floor space. We're gonna start on our back. You'll take your right leg, cross your right ankle over your left knee, not on your knee, just right below it. Reach through the hole that you've created here and hold right below your kneecap. The more you pull this in, the more you're going to feel that. You can gently rock here as well to get some low back activation. You could play with holding on your hamstring instead of your shin and raising this straight leg, pulling the toes towards your face to get some extra stretch out of your hamstring. From here, you could also play with taking this flat foot to the ground, staying in our twisted figure four position. The more you pull from the bottom leg, the more you will feel that. So the more you pull from right here, the more you'll feel it in your glute. And of course, you will do both sides of our figure four. Next up, runner's lunge. We'll be in a kneeling position, making sure that the knee and the ankle are in line with each other. And then we're going to take the hands to the inside and back up your back leg slightly. So hands can stay here with your arms long, or we can come down onto forearms. If you need to from this position, you can walk the toe slightly out to the side so you have a wider opening of 45 degrees in your hips. So that's our runner's lunge. From here, we're going to take the leg back, taking the toes off the ground, squeezing the quad, keeping the fingertips on the ground. So I'm not rounded and rolled forward here. Chest is lifted, hips are shooting back behind me, and that's how you'll feel this most in your hamstring. Let's go into prone frog. Knees pointed forward, pretty wide, but the wider you go, the more difficult this will be. So whatever you need to do is fine. Knee and ankle in line with each other, meaning we don't want our feet way out and we don't want them way in. We're gonna be a straight line from our knee to our ankle. I'm gonna go a bit wider, and then we're simply gonna come down onto the forearms. Now the wider you go, the more that you will feel this. In order to get out of this, we'll slide forward and bring your knees back together. So there's our prone frog. Taking it to a lying position for half wind relieving pose. Both your legs are straight to start. Bring one leg in, hold underneath your knee, pull it to the side so it pulls around your rib cage. We don't want to be on top and smashing the rib cage. So we're going to pull it around. Flex the toes of your other foot and activate that quad. So that leg is really tight and you're pushing that leg into the ground. So you're gonna feel a lot of stretch through your hip flexor, the front side of your leg where it attaches to your body in this position. After that one, we'll hang out with legs up the wall. This is my favorite. We just lay. Pull the toes in towards your face. Get some good hamstring engagement, but just lay. This decompresses your spine, also of course stretches out through hamstrings. After our legs up the wall, we're gonna take that to a kneeling hip flexor stretch in a different method here. So this time we're gonna go a little bit wider than the last time we were on our knees, so the ankle is out in front of the knee. We're gonna lean as much weight as you want forward. As you lean that weight forward, you'll feel it in that front hip flexor. If this is feeling okay for you, holding on to something for balance, take the hand of the leg that is forward, catch the inside of the opposite foot, and come more upright. So we're gonna come from this position down low into catching the outside edge of the opposite foot and bringing the body upright. So you feel that in your hip flexor even more. So this would be a variation and an add-on. And then our seated hamstrings stretch. Legs out long in front of you, toes flexed towards your face. And all we're doing here simply is rolling forward and dropping. Roll forward and drop. And then from here, lift the chest forward, pulling on the toes to get even more activation through the hamstrings and the lower back.